Who does she get that from? Since my husband and I have been married and had children, this is a very popular topic of conversation. Essentially asking, from which parent did your child inherit a particular feature, attitude, tendency, or skill? This always makes for a very colorful and spirited conversation, if you know what I mean. Well, one of the things that rudely came to my attention recently is my daughter, Sweet Tooth. Many days she wakes up from sleeping or gets in the car from preschool requesting a treat. And that's said with air quotes. And in her mind, that is something baked with care and sugar. Now, I know that many of us enjoy desserts, and I've been known to enjoy a dessert or two in my day. But this is more like a sugar monster than a sweet tooth. And if I'm honest, she is my inner child, constantly desiring what is not best for me. And I have passed this unhealthy eating habit to my daughter. As silly as this sounds, when I read Romans chapter 6, verse 6 through 7, do not let sin control the way you live. Do not give into its sinful desires. Do not let any part of your body become an instrument of evil to serve sin. Instead, give yourself completely to God, for you were dead, but now you have new life. So use your whole body as an instrument to do what is right for the glory of God. Sin is no longer your master, for you no longer live under the requirements of the law. Instead, you live under the freedom of God's grace. That sounds beautiful. When I read Romans chapter 6, I can feel my spirit growing. The truth builds the real me up. To know what is good and to do the opposite is sin. I know that the way I eat is not healthy for my body. And when I continue to make poor choices on purpose, it's not only affecting me, but it affects the people around me. This year is the year of desire. For the next 21 days, I'm intentionally working to develop habits that start with discipline. And over time, discipline will turn into desire. I want God to give me the desires of my heart. I want to desire what He wants me to have. I'm calling this my Discipline to Desire plan. For the next 21 days, I will be staying in communication with God, journaling, eating healthy, exercising, and budgeting. When I attended Oral Roberts University, we were taught that we are mind, body, and spirit, each part of us coexisting and has a different requirement to thrive. Now, I already know this plan is pretty drastic, but here is the thing. I'm not doing this alone. The word says, for when we died with Christ, we were set free from the power of sin. And since we died with Christ, we know we will also live with Him. My spouse and I are in agreement, and we are holding each other accountable. Our children have an age-appropriate plan set for the next 21 days as well, and we are all standing on the truth and exercising the power God has given us to live freely from the things that would like to hold us down. If you have not started your Discipline to Desire plan, I encourage you to write the vision and make it plain. It's never too late. So here are 3 steps that I think will get you started. Number 1, make a goal out of what God wants for you. Number 2, create a detailed plan to help you develop discipline. And number 3, don't do it alone. God is with you. And remember, joy is the peace and assurance that God is present through every situation. So choose joy.